yourself too. So thank you for joining us. We can just start out in Sukhasana easy pose, or crisscross your legs. Allow your eyes to close. And just bring your awareness to your breath. And think about allowing your tailbone to root down into the earth, which makes your pelvis, the lower part of your pelvis, tilt forward just a bit and draws the navel in toward the spine. Think about lengthening up through the crown of the head. See if you can find space between each vertebrae. And then think about opening the heart and allowing the shoulders to move down and back. And then take one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart. And we're going to start 3-part breathing, where we inhale into the belly, then into the chest, or into the diaphragm, and then into the chest. And then exhale from the chest to the diaphragm to the belly. So we're inhaling from the bottom up, and we're exhaling from the top down. And maybe keep your eyes closed as you're doing this. And perhaps you can begin to notice areas in your body that actually feel good this morning. See if you can take your breath into those areas that feel good and find a little more space, a little more freedom. Bring your breath into those areas. Maybe you can begin to notice more energy, more vitality, more openness. And then maybe connect in with those areas that don't feel quite as good. Maybe there are areas that are tight or sore. Maybe you practiced yoga last night, or you did too many chaturangas, push-ups. Maybe you walked or you gardened, and there are areas in your body that are tight or sore. See if you can take your breath into those areas. And that same feeling of wellness, of vitality, see if you can focus and open up those areas. Maybe they begin to soften. So continue to breathe deeply as we bring our hands to our knees. And we're going to roll our shoulders up and roll them back down and around. Inhale them up, exhale back down and around. Inhale up and exhale back down and around. And then this time we're going to inhale them from the back up, rolling them forward. Inhale, back up, roll them forward. One more time, inhaling up, rolling them forward. And now we're going to inhale our shoulders up, roll them back down and around. And now we're going to take our heads to the right, take the left hand behind your waist, take the right hand on top of your head, and just allow yourself to stretch the neck. Just gently stretch the neck. So the hand is just heavy on the head. You're not really cranking or pulling. You're just allowing that to stretch. And then your shoulder is moving toward the earth. And with the hand behind the waist, it gives a good stretch from the neck through the shoulder. And then we're going to release that. We're going to take the right hand behind and take the left hand on the head, tilting the head toward the left, stretching that side. Continue to think about lengthening. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, soften. This can stretch through the neck, almost all the way to the head, all the way to the tip of the shoulder. Inhale, coming back to center. And then we're going to do some seated cat-cows where we exhale, our back, rounding our back to the back wall, releasing the head. Inhale, rolling the belly forward, opening up, looking up at the sky. Exhale, starting at the tailbone, rounding the back. Inhale, rolling the belly forward. Exhale one more time. Inhale, opening up, looking up at the sky. and coming back to center. And then we're going to lengthen up through the crown of the head, get as tall as you possibly can, find space between each vertebrae, and we're going to squeeze our core to the midline. Core is from down by the hips all the way up to the chest, front and back. That's not just your abdominal muscles. So we're going to hug everything to the midline, lengthen up through the crown of the head, take the right hand to the left knee, the left hand behind. We're going to inhale and lengthen and exhale and turn, using core strength to turn our bodies, and breathe. Softening the hips, allowing the tailbone to continue to root down through the earth. Letting go of the back hand and reaching overhead in a side stretch. And opening the heart to the sky. And then we're going to come back to center, rolling the shoulders back, lengthening up through the crown of the head, taking the left hand to the right knee, the right hand behind. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and turn and breathe. Letting go of the back hand and reaching overhead in a side stretch and opening the heart to the sky. Breathing, lengthening through the side bodies, through the arm, hand, and fingertips, and then coming back to center. And then we're going to take the blanket out, going to rotate to a tabletop. Actually, I'm going to go this direction. And we're going to rotate to tabletop, roll the shoulders back. We're going to dip the belly, inhaling, opening the heart, looking up. Exhale, rounding the back, releasing the head and neck. Inhale, opening the heart, offering the heart forward. Exhale, starting at the tailbone. It's always good to wake up the spine in the morning. Inhale and exhale. And coming back to center, reach the crown of the head long this way, the tailbone back this way, coming into neutral spine. Spread the fingers wide and really find a grip onto the mat. We're going to shift the right hip out, looking at the right hip. And then we're going to shift the left hip out, looking at the left hip. And then we're going to come back to center, and we're going to curl our toes under, press into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, maybe bending the knees, walking it out, making it a lazy down dog, making sure that the hips are involved, beginning to feel the hamstrings and the calves, the ankles, and then beginning to push the earth away with your hands, dropping the chest a little bit more, opening up the shoulders, breathing, and then maybe press your heels down, press the earth away, chest drops and moves toward the thighs, maybe looking up at the top of the thighs, but then releasing the head down and breathing. Take another inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. You can always come down to child's pose anytime during this thing. We can come down like this, or we can bring the hands back. You have options. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our hands one hand length in front of our normal tabletop pose. And then we are going to shift the weight forward, rolling the shoulders back. Draw the navel in. We don't want it to sink down like this, so we want to draw that navel in and up. Reach the heart forward. We're going to slowly lower to the ground. We're going to extend the legs, roll the shoulders back, and press up to a baby cobra. Keeping the head looking down. And somehow, I hope we're back, because the stream dropped. So we'll have to see what's going on there. So now we're going to do the same thing again. Chin at the mat, roll the shoulders back, extend the legs, lifting up, breathing. And then release back down. And now we're going to take our hands behind us, and we're going to reach the hands toward the feet, roll the shoulders back, really reach, and then we're going to lift and breathe, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then release down. You can rest the arms on the sides. Chin, maybe take one cheek to the mat. And then we're going to clasp the hands together, chin to the floor. Reach the hands, squeeze, and then lift. And this time you can either stay here, squeezing the shoulder blades together, or you can lift through with the legs too. And breathe. One more breath here. See if you can really lift and release. Take the opposite cheek to the mat. And then maybe press yourself into child's pose. Stretching the lower back, maybe resting the forehead on the floor. You might want to get a block or something. Maybe resting the forehead on stacked fists or on flat fists, whatever works for you. I'm not resting because it makes the audio sound weird. So see if you can rest like that. And then when you're ready, we're coming back up to Sukhasana easy pose. See if we can sit up tall, reach the crown of the head to the sky when you're ready. And then we're going to extend the legs long. Take the meat from your seat. We're coming into Dandasana, rolling the shoulders back, flexing the feet, spread the toes wide, really engage all the muscles of the legs and the toes and the feet. Roll the shoulders back, bring the hands back toward the hips, draw the navel in, lengthen up through the crown of the head, and find strength in this pose. Breathe. And then we're going to reach forward just to our shins. Roll the shoulders back, draw the navel in. See if you can lift the heart and look forward. We're stretching those calves again. And then maybe if you want, you can reach a little bit more forward. Maybe you want to stay where you're at. See if you can roll the shoulders back, reach the heart forward, and move forward. Rather than moving down so much, you're moving forward. And then think about, once you find your edge, then you can release the head and neck down, rounding the back just a little. And just breathe right here. Nice. And then we're going to slowly come back up. And we're going to take the right leg and bend the right leg. So the right foot is against the left inner thigh. Keep that front leg flexed. And we're going to rotate the torso over the front thigh. We're going to press the thighs into the earth. And we're going to reach forward, maybe to the shin, maybe to the foot, maybe to the knee. You don't have to go that much further if it's uncomfortable for you. So see if you can press the thighs into the earth, lift the heart, maybe even look up, reaching for the foot, wherever is right for you. Find your edge. It's different for everyone. And then inhale, lengthen, exhale, moving forward. And then once you get to this place, then tilt the head forward, reaching the crown of the head so that you take the wrinkles out of the neck. Take an inhale, lengthen through the body. Exhale, release toward the shin. You may want to put a blanket here or a block. And if you can find a place to rest your forehead, so a blanket can be used, just like this, to rest your forehead. Or you can use a block, or if you have the flexibility, you can go all the way down to the shin and rest your forehead. This is called head to knee pose, and this is a great pose to do if you have too much stress and anxiety, maybe even if you're depressed. It works for both. Take a deep inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, soften toward the earth. Press the thighs into the earth. It helps you do, maybe stretch just a little bit more. Breathing, very good. And then coming back up. And taking that leg out, maybe rolling the legs just a little to get blood flow back in. And we're going to take the left foot in Roll the shoulders back. We're going to rotate the torso over the front right thigh, flex the right foot, and we're going to reach for that foot, finding where it is that your edge is. Opening the heart, rolling the shoulders back, looking forward, finding that spot that's just right for you. Pressing the thighs into the earth, flexing the front foot, and then maybe reaching toward the foot. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, move forward. And then release toward the earth. Pressing the thighs in, making sure you can feel that, really stretching in the belly of the hamstring. And then inhaling, coming back up to center. And then we're going to take our legs, roll them out. We're going to do the same thing, but spread the legs wide. This is a wide leg forward fold. We're going to roll the shoulders back. And again, if you need a bolster or a block, be my guest. Bring out a bolster, a block, a pillow, anything that you've got if it makes sense. If it doesn't, that's okay. If you don't have something, that's okay. We can just find out where is good for us. We're going to lengthen up through the crown of the head. We're going to reach our heart to the sky, but draw the navel in. We're going to flex the feet. Inhale. We're going to also place the fingertips forward. We're going to exhale, and we're just going to move forward, reaching the heart forward rather than bending like this. This is not what we're looking for. We're looking for lengthening. And if this is where you need to stay, stay right here. This is perfect, just as it is. If you want, you can close your eyes and think about inhale, lengthen, exhale, move forward. You don't even have to move forward. Just think about what it would be like to move forward. And if that feels right and you want to do it, go ahead and be my guest and inhale, lengthen, exhale, moving forward. And coming to a place where it's just right for you, maybe stacking your fists, resting your forehead. Whenever you can rest your forehead, the rest of your body tends to relax a little bit more. So find your edge, wherever that is, and then see if you can rest your forehead. And breathe. And then release. And then slowly come back up. And we're going to bring our feet together into a long diamond. We're going to place our arms on our shins. Feet together. This is a long diamond. It's not Baddha Konasana. This is a long diamond. So you can see a diamond shape in your legs. We're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to lengthen, reach the heart forward, and this time we're going to allow you to round the back. So we're just going to round the back and release the head down. So what you want to do is allow the back behind the heart, the spine, to open up. Now that we've strengthened the back, let's go the other direction. And see how that feels for you, and breathe. And when you're ready, inhaling, coming back up. We're going to take these bolsters out of the way. And we're going to roll onto our backs. And we're going to hug the knees into the chest and maybe rock left and right. And we're going to take the arms out to the sides. We're going to inhale and exhale and allow the knees to float to the floor. To the left side, taking the left hand on top of the right knee, maybe looking up at the sky or over at your right hand, allowing yourself a nice twist. Just really relaxing, letting go of the hips. And then drawing the knees in, inhaling, and exhaling to the other side. Taking the right hand on top of the left knee, looking up at the sky or over at the left hand, whichever is working for you. And breathing. And then inhaling the knees back to center, hugging the knees in, maybe bending the knees toward the armpits, reaching for the outsides of the feet, pressing the tailbone down to the earth and breathing. Maybe pressing the knees toward the armpits, if that's working for you. If not, you can always do anything that's working for you. If there's another pose that's better, then try that. And if you want to rock back and forth, that's good. If not, if it hurts your lower back and you like to just stay still, that's fine too. And then we're going to reach our hands and feet up to the sky, and we're going to roll the wrists and the ankles. And then we're going to roll them in the opposite direction. And then we're going to hug our knees in, rocking left and right just one more time. And then we're going to release down to Shavasana and allow our legs to be kind of open. Allow our hips to soften, hip bones to just relax. And then see if you can get your shoulder blades to tuck underneath, flat on the floor, hands, palms facing up in a gesture of receiving all good things. And then maybe close your eyes and take a deep breath in and open the mouth and exhale loudly and long. And do that one more time. Inhale. And maybe close the eyes just for a minute and allow yourself to absorb what we've just done. Feeling your body, knowing how amazing it is to be alive, how amazing it is to connect in with the earth. Allowing your body to let go, sinking into our earth. Feeling your breath bringing vitality and energy into your body. And then when you're ready, bring your awareness back to your breath. Begin to move your fingers and your toes. Maybe stretch like you did this morning, waking up. And then we're going to roll to one side. And then make our way to a seated position. Maybe keeping your eyes closed for a few more moments, coming back to our Sukhasana easy pose. And see if we can relax into this pose. Feeling a little bit better than we did before. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you for sharing this time with me today. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. Namaste. Thank you. Have a great day.